Ever wonder what capitalism is? It sounds super complicated, but what if I told you it's basically a story about two guys, a lemonade stand, and a whole lot of lemons? Let's break it down. Meet Capey. Capey is a dreamer. He has got a brilliant idea. He wants to open the best lemonade stand in the entire neighborhood. He's got a secret recipe, a prime spot under the big oak tree, and a vision of people lining up for his delicious, refreshing drink. But there's a problem. Capey has the idea, but he doesn't have the lemons, the sugar, the stand, or the time to squeeze all day. What he does have is some money he saved up. This money is his capital. So, Capey invests his capital to buy everything he needs. A fancy stand, a giant bag of lemons, heaps of sugar, and some cool cups. The lemonade stand is now his private property. Now, enter Worky. Worky is a hard worker. He's strong, reliable, and an expert lemon squeezer. He doesn't have a lemonade stand of his own, but he needs a job to earn money to buy, well, all sorts of things, maybe even a glass of lemonade. He sees Capey's sign, Lemon Squeezer Wanted. It's a perfect match. Capey hires Worky. They make a deal. Worky agrees to work for Capey, squeezing lemons and serving customers for 8 hours a day. In exchange, Capey agrees to pay Worky a wage, let's say $10 an hour. So, Worky gets a steady income he can count on, rain or shine, whether the stand sells 1 cup or 100. This is the labor market in action. Worky is selling his time and skill, his labor, for a wage. So, Worky gets to work. He squeezes, he stirs, he pours. The lemonade is a huge hit. The stand is buzzing, and money starts rolling in. At the end of the day, they sold 100 cups of lemonade at $2 each. That's $200 in revenue. Now, let's do the math. Capey pays Worky his wage. 8 hours times $10 an hour is $80. The lemons, sugar, and cups for the day cost Capey $20. So Capey's total costs are $100. But he made $200. What happens to the extra $100? That's the profit. And what does Capey do with that profit? This is where it gets interesting. He could just take that $100 and go buy a fancy hat. But Capey, being a capitalist, thinks bigger. He decides to reinvest the profit back into the business. He thinks, what if we had 2 lemonade stands? So he uses the $100 of profit plus some of his original capital to build a second stand. But now he needs another worker. So he hires Worky's friend Bildy to build the new stand and another friend Squeezy to run it. He's creating more jobs. Soon, Capey has a chain of lemonade stands all over town. He's managing the business, thinking of new flavors like strawberry kiwi, and marketing his brand. He's taking on all the risk. If a rainy week comes and nobody buys lemonade, he still has to pay his workers. But he also gets to keep the profits when business is booming. Worky, on the other hand, has a secure wage. He knows he'll get paid for his work, and he doesn't have to worry about the business failing. He can use his wages to live his life, save up, or maybe even start his own small business one day, perhaps a cookie stand to go with the lemonade. And what about us, the customers? We get delicious lemonade whenever we want it. The competition between KPS stands and maybe another one that opens up down the street means they have to keep their prices reasonable and their quality high to win our business. If KP's lemonade is too expensive or not very good, we'll just buy from someone else. This competition drives innovation and better prices for everyone. So, in a nutshell, that's the basic loop of capitalism. You have capital, the money and resources. You have private ownership, KP owns the stands. You have wage labor, Worky works for a wage. You have production for profit, the goal is to make more money than you spend. And you have a market where people freely buy and sell. Of course, this is a super simple story. In the real world, things are way more complex, with governments, taxes, regulations, and giant corporations that are a little bigger than a lemonade stand. And there are big debates about whether this system is fair, how the profits should be shared, and what the government's role should be. But at its core, this little story of KP and Worky is what makes the whole thing tick. It's all about taking a risk with an idea, bringing people together to make it happen, and selling something that people want to buy. So next time you buy something, think about the KPs and Workies behind it. It's a massive, complicated, and sometimes messy dance of capital, labor, and ideas that shapes our world every single day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this simple explanation, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for more simple breakdowns of big ideas. See you in the next one.